Hello, friends, and welcome back to Stan's Cutlery Universe. And today, I'm going to show a few knives. One is a buck knife set that I got in, and another one is a fixed blade that I showed in an earlier video of that I'm going to clean up, that I finally got cleaned up. Then I also have a prayer request. I guess we'll get the prayer request out of the way first. I usually don't ask for prayers, on channel or anything, but I don't know, or I can't remember if I mentioned that I got bit by a tick like about 2.5 weeks ago. Found it on my chest right in this area, and it embedded and fed. Well, I had problems getting it off. I got it off for me, got the head pulled out and everything, but I have now, I'm on antibiotics. It's all inflamed, looks really bad. Possibility of Lyme disease. And honestly, I feel like garbage the past couple days is why I haven't been doing any videos. Finally, I thought, you know what? I'm going to show some stuff. Todd, how you doing, man? Pocket EDC. I thought I'm going to show some stuff and do a video, and I've still been doing my shorts because those are pretty easy to make. But I feel like warmed over crap. Just to say it as nicely and kindly as I can. If you could just do some prayers and please ask that God just heal me and get this all taken care of. I would appreciate it because, like I said, right now I have the flu-like symptoms. I know it's not the flu though, but I just, yeah. What we got going? Yeah, these dang tick are just, man, I'm 53 years old. I had never had a tick on me in my life until this year, and then I've had two. I had one right here that I caught before it decided to feast on me, and then the one that was on my chest right here, and it's just, it's nasty. I don't even want to talk about it. It's just, yeah. But I could deal with the seepage and stuff, but man, feeling like garbage is just really ticking me off. Still trying to keep a sense of humor. It's the only thing keeping me moving. Okay, first off, I'm going to show this nice buck knife set that I got. Got this on eBay. It's not available now. I think it's a 2023 edition, if I'm recalling right, is the year by the mark. Yes, it's imported, but you still get your buck famous warranty. They still stand behind it, 1,675%. This is the collector tin set that it is, the 458 and 459 liner lock. Some information there. I always keep those with the tin set because once I take the knives out, it makes it easier to find where they go because I put my bucks into a like one of those little knife carry cases. Words are hard some days. Excuse me. Super Sap, what's up, man? Thanks for joining in. We'll start with a smaller one, the 459, or sorry, 458. I apologize. Just a nice, handy sized little knife. For me, it's rather small. I can only get 3 fingers. I can get if I really try. The thing is razor sharp. I should have brought a piece of paper here with me. Didn't think that far ahead. Thinking's difficult too. Come on, camera, play nice. There we go, 458 buck. It is imported, like I said. Just a flow-through design. Liner lock, lockups, really good. This one's a little hard for me to manipulate because the blade is rather small. I can't really fast flick it, but I can get it open. It works great. Zero blade wobble. I love that reverse tanto, I believe is what they're calling it. Let me double check. I believe that's what they call it. Yeah, the design for everyday carry, the 458 small liner lock and 459 large liner lock both feature satin finish, 7 CR17 steel reverse tanto blades with a nylon glass fiber handle. But it feels really good. It's got really, really grippy. It's not overly grippy, but it's one of those that like they just hit it right, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It just feels really good. I could see me honestly carrying these two as a carry for the day, actually, having a smaller one. And then here's the 459. It's big brother. This one comes with a clip. It's only one side tip up right hand carry. Again, the same grippiness, really nice. Liner lock that's locked up really good. Flow through design, I like that for ease of cleaning. This one is big enough that I've done nothing to them. Oops. There we go. If I get my thumb in the hole, actually, it works. Oh, that's what she said. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I apologize. But yeah, that's the 459. Just again, just a really nice set that didn't break the bank, and you get two nice buck knives. And yeah, even though they're not USA made, they're still, like I said in the beginning of this, they still have that wonderful buck warranty, you know, and Buck stands behind them. And I know they do because I've seen some people where they've showed where they've sent imported knives in the buck and Bucks replaced the knife or whatever, you know. So that's always good. You know what I'm saying? So, and plus, I'm just working on trying to build my buck collection. And to have a nice buck collection, you are going to have some imports. Oh, excuse me. I think Super Sap liked my, my that's what she said comment. Oh, I'm in a funny mood today. Like I said, just feeling like garbage. I've been using humor to keep myself feeling good. Okay, next up is one of the fixed blades I showed in the video earlier. This is the German Solingen Germany. I have not worked on the Craftsman yet. Cleaned up the stamp a little bit. You can see right in here up by the choil area and the they just, I don't know what it was, but something ate the snot of it. Pete, what's up, man? Something really on both sides. I don't know if it was because it's in the sheath then when they had a sheath before got to it or whatever, but I cleaned up the blade as best I could without taking a ton of material off because it has some serious pitting, you can see, but otherwise it cleaned up nicely. Cleaned up the brass here, got the handle tight. I had to take it out to my garage yesterday and I had to make a tool to fit in there, twist it down, and I ended up with about an 1/8 inch of the tang sticking out. I cut that off, or sorry, filed that off, cleaned it up, and then you can see where I did some light peening to hopefully not allow it to move. But now there's no play in the handle. It feels really good. I've been working on bringing the leather back to a little bit better, don't know what the word we want to say, subtlety, so, you know, to a little bit better feeling. Been using some wax and some oils, mink oil and stuff, but it's getting there slowly but surely. This thing, it's definitely carbon steel because, man, it's sharpened. I mean, this thing is razor. I don't have a piece of paper, but it sharpens so well. Yeah, it's popping some hairs. Yeah, but it sharpens so well that it's amazing. But the biggest thing is figuring out how to tighten up the handle. So that tells me that the leather definitely dried out some. I didn't want to try and get it totally back because it seems like it never grows back all the way. But if I would have had no extra tang here when I tightened it down, I lost about an 1/8 inch of size here. But other than that, everything cleaned up very well. You know, there's a little bit of pitting and stuff. This is aluminum, a little bit of dudes. I could grind it and get it out. But, you know, there's a spot where you just gotta stop and say it's good enough. Hey, Big E, what's up, man? Oh, but yeah, so that's been a couple. Oh, and I did put a sharpening choil in it too because it was really it had been sharpened down definitely, and it had been some damage had been done here and stuff, and I tried to clean that up as best I could. I think it looks okay. Didn't want to go way deep into the blade, but I thought a little nice sharpening choil, then it doesn't get that smile and it looks nice, you know. And just a great knife. Not going to be for like striking ferro rods or anything. It is a rounded spine. But man, overall, now I got to make a sheath for it. Overall, just a beautiful piece. Trying to decide if I want to put a little bit of sharpness here on the, you know, right now it's a swedge, you know, but it's not sharpened. I don't know if I want to put just a little bit because I thought that might be bad for a skinner because, you know, you don't want it to be sharp on both sides. So I decided, you know, I'm not going to do that. All I got to do now is make a slip, not slip, but a sheath. And I got a book on how to do that for simple ones. And I think I'm going to give it a shot. Worst thing is if I make a slip or, I'm sorry, if I make a sheath that looks like total garbage, then, you know, I'll send this out to one of the guys in the community, reach out to them and see, you know, get a slip. Why do I keep on saying slip? Get a sheath commission for it. But other than that, man, I'm really happy with it. I'm trying to decide if I want to try to clean this leather some, if I want to put some saddle soap on it or not. But I'm thinking I don't because I don't want to get the leather really wet and possibly get into the tang. and rust it from the inside out. I think it's just the color the leather's going to be. And it really, I had to sand just a little bit. It's still not perfect, but this one didn't have any big divots. That case knife, if you recall, had like a divot here and here. And that's actually starting to come out as the leather's regaining, getting nourished. Okay, they're just talking in the chat. Want to make sure I wasn't missing anybody. But yeah, man, this thing, I'm really happy with how it came out. Little bummed that I couldn't get more of this stuff out here but I could have ground on it and done a lot, and I could have gotten it out, but then the blade would just be, and I got to agree with the knife doctor. Sometimes you just got to let an old knife be an old knife. It's still cool. And from where it was, which in my opinion wasn't even usable, this thing was duller than a butter knife. Seriously, I could have just went and I wouldn't have worried about it. Now I'd do that and I'd be like, somebody call 911, and then tightening up the handle. That was a new thing. I'd never done that before on one of these. So doing that and making sure I didn't get it too tight, didn't get it not tight enough, just right. It's just right there where it's nice. So that was a new experience. Then I don't even know if I was supposed to peen that down or not, but I thought if I peen the tang down into the little slots there, that it couldn't back off as easily. So hopefully I did it right. What does Super Sep say? I found a sweet frost whitetail fixed blade at a pawn shop. It's super cool. I got it and going to put it on a video and tag you, Stan, because I know. Oh, dude, sweet. Yeah. Some of those frost knives are really, really nice. It's too bad that for years, Frost let its reputation get kind of beaten up by producing some, I don't know if I really would want to call them ultra budget knives, but they're but then again, you think you're getting them for $1, or back in the day, 50 cents. For what you paid, they're worth it. But, I think those are the knives that killed Frost's image, because, man, you get some of their nicer fixed blades and even some of their fantasy blades. They look kind of weird, you'd probably never ever use them. But if you look at it from the aspect that they were a fantasy blade, they're pretty cool, and they are sharp. They will cut you. You can use them, but they're not sturdy as, because they have pieces cut out of the blade and stuff, but they're still cool. But yeah, man, what do y'all think? Did I do okay on this? I mean, like I said, it's definitely a long ways from perfect, but it's an old knife. If I looked it up properly, this is like the 50s, 1950s. So, it's might even been earlier than that. I'm going to say 50s, because I think it said they made this model from like the 30s to the 50s. There was a way to tell, but I just couldn't figure it out exactly the way they was describing how to tell. So, it's potentially almost 100-year-old knife, Best case, if it's say it's 55, it's still 70-year-old knife. So yeah, hopefully I look this good when I'm 70. Hopefully somebody cleans me up. That sounded weird. Thanks, Pete. Thanks, Todd. I appreciate that, both of you. And, like I said, sometimes you just got to allow an old knife to be an old knife. And honestly, it looks like this leather is starting to really pull in some of the oils. It's starting to feel, when a stacked leather handle's done right, you can't really feel the individual pieces of leather. It's starting to feel like that again. They're starting to, swell back into each other. And it feels really good for as small of a knife as it is. It feels really, for fixed blade, feels really good in my hand. The pommel's nice. It is aluminum. It's well balanced. I don't want to drop it on my computer, but the forward weights is right. It's right in here. This is just a great little knife. Only thing will make it better is when I finally make a sheath for it, or send it out to have a sheath made. But I thought I'd try my hand in it. I've been having fun with leather work, making slips, sending a few out. They're nothing special. I ain't gonna ever sell them. I'm not that good, but it's fun to still putz around and do your own stuff. And I got a nice piece of leather that I think I'm going to try and make a sheath for it. I got to get my book. I might read today, do that, because, like I said, I feel like Dookie warmed over, with this tick crap going on, and if I'm not better by Saturday, I got to call Monday and go in to see him again. So, got to have a coffee, go in and see the doctor. And I don't know if they're going to put me on more antibiotics or what they're going to do, but Man, I tell you, ticks are no joke. They are no joke. That's for sure. Well, hey, I'm not going to take up any more of your all's time. I just wanted to show this really, really neat, I thought neat buck knife tin set. I guess I didn't show that buck legend there. It's the same stuff you get with even the USA made. Great, great set. For the money, the 458, 459. I think I paid 30. It was like right around $40. It's $20 a knife. I think you can get a nice buck that's warranted for life at $20 a knife, and they're decent size. Go for it. But I'm about to start doing a European mount. Buddy's wife killed. Oh, cool. Kudos first year, and I do those for people during hunting season. Okay, cool, man. Do it. That's awesome, man. You should show that mount when you're done if they'll let you. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. Okay, everybody else is just chatting in the chat. Oh, I will start feeling better. I know I will. It's just, I was feeling so good. I mean, I was just, and then this happens and it just kicks me in the butt. And it's like, I'm just like, but I apologize. As you can tell, I didn't mean to do that. I should probably get off here. Like I said, I am not feeling good. But I just wanted to share this stuff. Thank you all for the positive words. I was really happy with the results on this. It's taken me longer to restore it because just doing that, getting that pommel tightened yesterday, I come in from my garage. I'm like, I'm dead, so it works. Mangus, what's up, buddy? But yeah, Todd, you get well, my friend. Get back out and make some videos for us. And we love you. Pete, we love you. Super Sap, we love you. Biggie, we love you. Mangus, love you. I don't recall seeing anybody else in here. But yeah, you guys are just great. I appreciate you joining me for this probably really lame live, but it's all I got in me today. I have to go. I am this made me tired. I'm a wimp. With that being said, I appreciate you all for your time, whether you were here on the live or on the rewind. It is appreciated. Please like, subscribe, and share. With that being said, live long, prosper, and collect your own way.